And President Buhari has said fresh energy will be injected into Nigeria-Russia relations to bolster an age-long relationship that has been mutually rewarding and promising. The presidential aide Malam Garba Shehu quoted Buhari as saying this at the second plenary of the Russia-Africa Summit, where more than 40 leaders are participating in Sochi. Ayodele Adewale, a political analyst, joins us now to speak more about this. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, so in other ways, and which other ways can President Buhari exploit this event, for the benefit of Nigeria-Russia diplomatic relations?
Well, the best way is for the president to hinge on the international bilateral agreements. And the president must make the Russians understand that they have more to gain than for Nigeria. Russia has shown that they're a superpower in the world. You only have two of them, the US and Russia. And in terms of technology, industrialization, you can say Russia is a bit ahead of the US. And Russia right now has lost almost everything in Africa. America has a lot to gain. China is gaining a lot. And Russia wants to come in, to have a fair share. So we could allow, like the president have done, the Ajaokuta steel mill. I mean, those are fries for Russia to come in and invest in. But what I'll be looking at the Nigerian government doing more is to hinge our institution of higher learning into that project. So as you are developing the Ajaokuta steel mill, you're also putting in the academia, particularly faculties, departments that have relativity to do with that. So after a time, Nigerians will come to own the system. Aside from that, the rail system, Russia is very good in railway construction, the aviation industry, the maritime industry, agriculture, and security. The Apache helicopter that we've been finding very difficult to buy across the world. I mean, Russia could deploy about 100 for Nigeria at a given price. So this thing the president must work on.
It appears it's sounding like a win-win more for Russia than for Nigeria.
No, it's a win-win more for Nigeria. I take you to pre-independence. We have people like Dr. Tunji Otegbeye. You understand, they went to school in Russia. We have Dr. Shino Fawole is dead now. We have Chief Eria Jumale, the former APC chairman of Lagos State, and so many of their likes. They went to Russia, they studied in Russia, they came back to Nigeria at no cost. And these people were able to develop a lot of the social economic strata that we have in Nigeria. So right now, we have a lot to gain from Russia. I mean, we could also do exchange programs in terms of education, technology, and all whatnot.
And that's where I'm headed. There are reports that in Russia, Nigerian languages are being studied in that country by their own nationals. So in similar terms, how can that also be brought to Nigeria?
A lot of Russians were also studying in Nigeria before. If you go to University of Obafemi Awolowo University, we had a lot of Russians there. University of Ibadan, Unilag, ABU, we had a lot of them. So if you try to bring them here to help us, work in some area of our economy, definitely they are not just coming with expatriates, they're coming with their families, and they're also coming with their own culture to also blend with our culture. And the Russian people hold a lot of values in culture. So we have a lot to gain from them. And many of these things, we are not going to put money into it. They are going to come, build it, and of course take some back home. But what they have built, we have a right to take ownership of.
Ayodele Adewale, thank you for your time on TVC News.
Thank you for having me.